Here's a question for you. Can you actually trade from your phone? Well, the short answer is yes, you can day trade stocks and options from your phone, the same way you can trade from a $3,000 desktop computer running DOS Trader Pro. Millions of people do it every single day. They're doing it right now while I'm talking to you. So if you came here to watch me tell you that a phone is useless, just go ahead and close the tab. That's not this video. Here's the number that matters. There are 3 specific moments, and I'll show you all 3, where trading from your phone quietly costs you money. And I can tell you within a tick or two how much. And there's exactly one job a phone does better than anything on your desk. One job that can save your whole account in a crisis. By the end of this, you'll know exactly which is which and how to set up the good one today. And real quick, if you've been following the news at all recently, the governing body known as FINRA just eliminated the pattern day trader rule on June 4th, 2026. That's the old $25,000 minimum equity requirement that kept most people out of active day trading. It's gone now, which means a whole new wave of traders is about to find out the hard way that the phone in their pocket is not a trading terminal. And that's exactly what this video is really about. Every trading channel has the same beginner tutorial. Download Webull, pick 12 stocks, and go. What none of them teach you is what to do the moment the market turns against you, when your money's evaporating and all you've got is 6 inches of glass in your hand. So let's go straight to the first place that it breaks. Think about what real trading screens actually show you at the same time. You've got your level 2 depth of market. That's the ladder of buyers and sellers stacked up on both sides of the price, including the bid-ask spread on every level. You've got your charts. You've got your order ticket, the window where you actually place to buy or sell. On a desktop or a laptop, those things live side by side. You see them all at once, all of the time. Now put that on your phone. Those 3 things cannot coexist on a screen the size of a candy bar. So what do? You swipe. You swipe to the chart, then you swipe to the ladder, then you swipe to the order ticket. And here's the problem. The price does not wait for your thumb. While you're swiping to the 3rd screen, the move you saw on the 1st screen is already gone. That delay between your intention and your fill, that's called slippage. And on a phone, it compounds. Every swipe is another tick of slippage that you didn't budget for. It's like trying to drive a car where the speedometer, the windshield, and the steering wheel are all in different rooms, and you can only stand in one room at a time. You're not driving, you're guessing. Let me stop you here for 1 second, because underneath all 3 of these problems is the same thing. Can the machine you use for trading actually keep up when the market moves? That's the whole game. If you're not sure that yours can, I built a free CPU benchmark test made just for traders. It tells you in about a minute exactly how your computer stacks up for real trading. Not for email, not for Facebook. There's a link to this test in the description. Run it after the video so you know where you stand. Now, problem number 2, there are no hotkeys on a phone. On a real setup, think platforms like DOS Trader Pro, Sterling Trader, Lightspeed, NinjaTrader 8, or TradeStation for futures traders. When I want out of a trade, I hit a key. One key. My hand already knows where that key is. I don't look. Those platforms are built around direct market access, meaning your keystroke goes straight to the exchange with minimal delay. Desktop hotkeys execute in roughly 150 to 200 milliseconds. On a phone, getting out of a trade means finding a button. And finding a button means looking, aiming, and tapping. 3 separate actions during the exact second you're already panicking. Using your mobile averages 2 to 4 seconds to get that order in. That's the difference between getting the price you expected and getting filled 2 ticks lower because your thumb had to go hunting. Number 3 is the ugliest one, and it's the only one that jumps up and bites people who thought they had it handled. Your buy button and your sell button are millimeters apart on a screen you're holding while your heart rate's up. That is how fat finger fills happen. You mean to sell 10 shares, you tapped the wrong field and you suddenly bought 100. On a desktop, that mistake takes real effort. On a phone, it just takes a twitch. Here's a number that ties all 3 together. One of the biggest trading channels out there. That guy says he gets over 500 messages a day from people asking why their trade didn't work out. 500 a day. And he says it's the same mistakes over and over. Nobody in that pile of messages is blaming their phone. But I promise you, a chunk of those bad entries and panic exits come from people trying to trade a live position on a device built for texting. Now, here's the part that the phone does to you all on its own without you asking. Your phone is actively working against you as a trading device, and it's not a bug. It's how phones are designed. iOS and Android both throttle or just straight up suspend an app the second it goes into the background. So you tab over to check a text, you come back, and your trading app is reconnecting. Your data froze while you were away and you didn't even know it. Then there are the notifications. A text pops up mid-order and steals your focus. And the worst one, a phone call comes in. Your mom calls, your kid's school calls, and that incoming call takes over the entire screen. Not a corner of the screen, the whole screen, right on top of your live position. Try flattening a trade when your screen just turned into a big green answer button. And then there's the killer you cannot even see, cellular latency. Cellular latency isn't just high, it's inconsistent. This is the same jitter problem I hammered on in my rural trading video. Latency is how long your order takes to reach the broker. On cellular, the average number can look totally fine, but averages lie. Hiding inside that nice-looking averages are spikes, sudden delays, and those spikes land at the worst possible moment, right when the volume surges and everybody's trying to get filled at once. That's the exact moment that your phone decides to take an extra half second. And on a fast move, half a second is real money. So that's the full case against a phone as your main tool. But I promised you one job it does better than anything else on your desk. And this is a part I actually need you to hear. Your phone is your emergency exit. Picture this. It's 9:47 in the morning. You've got a live position on and your desktop dies. The power supply quits. Windows decides right then and there is a perfect time for an update. Your internet drops. Whatever it is, your main machine is gone and you've got real money sitting exposed in the market. That is not the moment to panic. That is the moment where you pull out your phone, you open Thinkorswim Mobile, Interactive Brokers TWS Mobile, or the Webull app, and you flatten the position. You get out, get flat, get safe. You're not placing a market order versus a limit order debate in your head. You're hitting sell and you're getting to cash. That is what the phone is for, not entering 15 trades a day. It's for getting you out of the trades when everything else fails. Think of it as your stop-loss order for your entire setup, but it only works if you set it up before you need it. So do this today, calm, not during a crisis. Install Thinkorswim Mobile, Interactive Brokers Mobile, or whatever your broker's app is on your phone. Log all the way in and make sure it actually works. And do yourself a favor, save your broker's trading desk phone number in your contacts, because sometimes the fastest way out of a position is a human who can flatten your account over the phone in 10 seconds. You want that number saved before the fire, not while you're smelling smoke. Here's how I want you to think about the whole thing. Your phone is your fire exit. It's not the cockpit. You don't fly the plane from the fire exit, but when the cabin fills up with smoke, you are very, very glad it's there. Use the phone to get out, never to trade in. And look, if this video made you realize the real problem isn't the phone, it's your main machine can't keep up when it counts, I put together a free, complete guide to trading computers. It walks you through exactly what to look for so you're never the one flattening a position on a 6-inch screen. Grab it by clicking the link in the description right after this video or scan the QR code on your screen right now. It costs you nothing, and it'll keep you from spending $3,000 on the wrong machine. Because that's the real trap here. The phone isn't your problem. The phone is fine at being a phone. Your problem is thinking a backup plan is a trading plan. Those are two different tools for two different jobs. And the traders who blow up are the ones who confuse them. And dude, why haven't you subscribed yet? Do yourself a favor, slam that subscribe button. I promise to keep generating tips to help you optimize your trading experience. And if you want to see the ultimate computer for trading, then you definitely want to watch this video right here next. My name is Eddie Z. Thanks for watching. May the trend be with you.